Bills on my mind, family for my neck. See you nothing know what they bother me. Now when I shout emergency, go come rescue me. Now when I shout emergency.
Thanks for staying with us. That was a lovely tune from Austin Elegoma, whose stage name is Austin4EVER, and is here with us this morning in the studio to discuss music and more. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
Yeah, good morning.
Austin4EVER.
Yeah.
You look a bit gentle here compared to, you know, the man who was in his craft and all.
Yeah, it's more like my identity, you know. Yeah, I have to like be all that outside so that, you know, I'm in a very gentle mood right now compared to like music, you know. In music stuff, you have to be.
You come alive.
Yeah.
Normally, are you a gentle person?
Yeah, I would say I'm a gentle person because the way I was raised, I'm kind of like a mama's boy.
Interesting. So I think we'd like to start from how you were raised. So tell us, what was it like growing up for you?
Yeah, well, it was like, man, I won't really say much about it because it was very kind of traumatic for me though. Coming from a home that my dad doesn't really give a fuck about any of us, you know. So, but it's very cool because my mom, her name is Blessing, and she's a blessing to each and every one of us, our lives. So the drag back from my dad and the pull up from my mom was a really, really complicated thing. So I grew up with 3 brothers and I'm the last born. So my music and it was like I was never seen at all. So I had to bring myself to this moment I am right now because my music was not even seen. Like I can do music, I can do this stuff, but yeah.
The beauty about it is for all of those upbringing or childhood troubles. I mean, you and your siblings are turning out well, so that's a joy. You know, for your mom as well.
Joy,
but,
yeah.
Let's move past that now and talk about your music, because you said your music wasn't coming out at the time. When did you decide to do music?
I decided fully at 2018 when I first went to the US Embassy and I wasn't accepted for a student visa. So I like, okay, let me just focus on this music stuff. Yeah, so that's when I started recording at first at Ekboma, because that's where I school.
I was about asking that. You talked about school. So it's not like you discarded school for music. You combined both together.
Yeah.
What was your field right there at Ekboma? What did you study?
I studied physiology, and I'm a final year student.
Interestingly, physiology, like anatomy and physiology. That it's medical.
Yes,
and you don't look any.
I always get that a lot.
You don't look anything like medical. You look probably, well, not, this is not to, you know.
No offense at all.
You look maybe computer science, you know.
No, you are even wrong. I look more like engineering. I look better engineering.
Elect, you know, something like that.
Funny thing is, when I go to write a exam, because my 100 level, my 200 level, when I go to write a CBT exam, like lecturers be like, are you sure you're in college? Are you sure you're in college? I'm in college. You see, they have to like check like, oh, College of Medicine, Physiology. Okay, for I'm not like sure. Are you sure you're not from engineering?
No, it's interesting to see someone like you while having to combine music and physiology that needs a lot of attention.
Yes.
So how are you able to combine this two so one doesn't suffer for each other?
It doesn't. I mean, a balance of both of them, because when I'm doing my exam and when I'm in school, I give school my 100%, and when I'm in the studio, I like to give studio 100%. So that's how I cope with both of them.
So music, how did music start for you?
I won't say it didn't start easy. Yeah, it didn't start easy at all. Like struggling for what to eat and still using some of the money to record. It's like a really passion. For me, it's my passion. So because from inside, like something to eat, you know, like this one I want to use to record and all this kind of stuff. Still begging producer like, oh, let me just say a couple lines, you know, from hearing the beat and just saying a couple words to putting the whole song together. That's just how it started for me. And
That's intriguing. But before we, delve fully into your music, you said, I'm thinking, you said earlier that your mom was, has really been supportive, which, you have to give her kudos to that. But here's the thing, for a student who is studying medicine in school, final year now, as you've said, but how did your mom, accept that you should do music? Because more often than not, parents are always like, oh no, go study accounting, law and all.
Medicine more like the baby of parents.
And when you're studying medicine, you're expected to be serious, and all of that. So when you disclose to mom, music has to be the way, how did she accept that?
She didn't really accept it right from time. It's just like stubborn, like I have to prove stubbornness and all those kind of stuff sometimes, and I tell her, this music stuff, it has always been in me, man. I just have to do it. I have to try. Let me just see where I can get with it, Okay, I will try with the school and all those stuff. For me, entering school was like, at least I have to leave home, get that little privacy for myself. So that's one of the main reasons I have to get into school by all means.
Just to start recording.
So I can have a little space for myself and be able to concentrate on myself, because my dad was really a protective person. You can't do this, you can't do that, and he doesn't really care about my music till even this date.
All right. Well, are you at any point going to practice anatomy?
Practice.
You're not so sure.
Practice.
Probably you have to go to the lab and tearing cadavers, doing all those stuff. Are you going to practice after school, or you just doing it? Let me just graduate and have a certificate of saying a graduate.
Honestly, I'm just doing let me just have that certificate.
But then having to study anatomy, it brings its
physiology.
Physiology. There's human anatomy and physiology. So I'm mixing. So there's physiology different from anatomy. Oh, interesting. So having to study physiology, you have to be, you have to know science to a large extent.
No, it's not that. Okay. Let's not say it's that large. Like the way
you have to be a science student.
Yeah, no. Normally you have to be a science student, but when it comes to AAU College of Medicine, there's classes to it. There's medicine and surgery. There's nursing. There's med lab. There's anatomy. Then there's physiology.
Okay. So what I was asking, because for someone who studied that, who was going to pick that line of education, was it the option you had? Because you would have said you wanted to go for something easy, no course is easy though, something that seems easy, maybe a course that will give you time to do all. But anatomy, you have to, what am I saying, anatomy? Physiology. So you have to really get involved. So why did you go for that? Is that you wanted to, or you just saw it was what was available at that moment? Yeah,
funny enough, it was what was available, because my mom was like, okay, my mom is a matron, and she owned the hospital in Nigeria before she went for US. So she wanted me to do medicine and surgery. So I was this focused, but I was not like a very top. I'm not a very top student. I'm just an average student. So my grades were not that good for a medicine and surgery, but still with the go for it. So I had to put medicine and surgery, and later finding out that I got physiology, kind of like
well, like anyway,
that's fine. Now let's talk about music. I mean, you said you started music 2018, and how many singles out thus far?
For that year, or
no, like thus far?
Yes, it's 7.
7 singles. 7 singles. Are you signed to a label?
I'm not signed to a label.
Okay, as an independent artist, how has it been the journey?
Is it financially?
Financially, how have you been accepted?
Man, I've been accepted every time I try to put myself out there.
Okay.
So I don't doubt myself anymore. But kind of like, okay, the financial is
challenging.
It's very challenging, but and I see that the more I get to do more, I'm learning and I'm making mistakes, and oh no, don't do this again for the next year. So it's all on me, not having a lot of people. I wish I had a lot of people to
like a team,
a joint effort. But along the line, I know that eventually I will have to get a team to do the whole Austin4EVER to be really polished, So, but it has been me all through, all my ideas, all my money and everything. Just me, my mom, my brother, most especially my brother, who has been
Really
like supporting me, my therapist and all, just like, oh bro, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do it. Anything, just supporting me.
Nothing beats a supportive family.
Yeah,
And you're lucky to have one.
So your name Austin Forever, how did it come about it?
Yeah, it's simply from the name Austin, but my name is so special in a way that I was born on the 10th day of August. My full name is Augustine. So it actually rhymes with August 10 and Augustine. So I was like, okay, forever, I'm going to do this music stuff forever. I've actually picked a couple names. When I got to school, I was called Biggie. So I just used that to release a track, and it really stick to my heart, like, oh, this is not it. I did another one, I was like, okay, August. Let me just be picking August. Like, oh, no, that's not it. So then this Austin Forever just came from nowhere. Like, Austin Forever, Austin Forever. The way people even say it alone, it puts a smile on my face. So like, oh, that's it. Like, Austin Forever. Yeah, because I'm doing this music forever.
So your musical journey, you not being signed to a label, is it something you decided to, or because none has come through?
The label, man.
You have a problem with labels?
I don't have a problem with label, but it's something I don't really understand, and I feel that shouldn't be my main focus right now. You know, I'm just trying to make sure that I send a good message out there, and also be able to inspire a couple of people, like just see this guy and say, I like what this guy is doing, and you know, the label. I don't think for me as an upcoming artist to really focus on getting to a label. Like, it should come when the work should speak for itself. Like the result should speak for itself. Then.
All right. So just to follow up to that, you talk about sending you're more focused on sending the message. Now, what inspires your music?
My family, like my life is just an inspiration for my music alone. Cause I've really been through a lot of abuse and all those stuff that's put me off. You know. But sometimes I wish that I came from but those moments are really my inspiration for me to keep going, you know, because where I was coming from, it's just like a closed door behind me. So I have to like, if this is where I'm coming from, I have to like make sure I get to the top. Yeah, for me, it's not like any reason or whatsoever, like it's a must, it's a big, very big must that I must fight to get to. I just want to do it consistently and not like in a hurry to get to the top. Yeah, but I just want to make sure I can get there.
That's good. Talking about music, I know you sing. Do you rap? That those who tell you that singers, the rappers.
Yeah, I rap. Like if you listen to a single I did, Walking.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually rapping. On that song.
That's great. Do you produce as well? That those who are singers and producers?
No, I don't. I want to, but I have not like had the opportunity to learn producing. But I believe that I will be a very great producer if I actually have the opportunity to learn.
To do that. That's nice. You never can tell, so you should just try it.
Yeah.
Talking about music now, what's your process of creating music? Do you put pen to paper and write first, then go to the studio, tell the producer to play a beat, and then you vibe to it, or you have to listen to the beat first, get in the mood, and begin to craft out the lyrics?
Yeah, it's the beat that takes me where, that gives me the words. From there, I'll just be miming to it all day, like from like one word, like maybe let's say today's a good day. From today's a good day, and the beats. Once I'm playing the beats, because I can do that all day, I can play the beats from morning to evening. Once it just like syncs to my sound, that beat will just be, anything I'm doing, that beat will be coming back to my mind, like, anything throughout the day, picking words and adding to it. Some songs I actually had to sit down and write them. Some were like, producers say, okay, come over to the studio, let's try anything. Try anything. So we did like
a freestyle?
But a freestyle that I actually had to like put down in the studio. So everything had to be made in the studio. Then some I had to like bring it from my house, and I practiced it a million times before I even came there. So it was so easy to even do it.
So what's your genre of music?
And I do hip hop, R&B, Afrobeats. If you listen to one of my singles named Amaka, is an Afrobeat song.
So why did you choose the name Amaka? Why is everyone choosing the name Amaka to sing with?
No, the name it's a popular name, so I believe that okay, if that name will be able to catch someone's attention to listen to, okay, what's this guy saying about Amaka again?
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I like that strategy.
Kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, this song has a vibe. But this song has a vibe. You can actually tap into it and say okay, yeah.
So you said you have 7 singles out since 2018 that you've been working. That's virtually an average of 2 singles per year. Not a bad turnout for an independent artist. Now let's look at it this way. We're in August, we're closing in on the year. Are we expecting any single before the end of this year? Then what's in the works? Do you have like an extended playlist or an album that you're compiling?
No, compiling. No, but I just did an EP. Titled Revival. That's composed of 5 songs.
Okay.
So that EP is out there, and I did that Amaka single additional to it. So it's all a recent release. I'm planning to like change an environment. So when I'm settled, yeah, expect a lot of singles from me because I'm that kind of artist that I have to like tap into my talents more. So when I have more opportunity to like. When I have the opportunity, when I even live at the studio, like if I'm lucky enough to like have the own studio of my own, or just have a friend that says, do anything you like with, let's do anything we like with this studio, and I'll be able to get more creative, and my talent will, my creativity, my artistry, everything will improve to another level.
Wow, you're gonna be like Ashake that giving us back to back.
I swear.
So now talking about Ashake, who are your? I'm not saying Ashake is your one of your people you look up to, but who are in the industry? Who are those you look up to and you really want to work with?
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. You like everything about him?
He has been taking me places for years, man. He has been giving us hits steady. If you just check his record, and he carries the culture along with it, and he's doing a lot for us, even internationally, and here with if he's talking about rugged song, he has it. If it's an inspirational song, he has it. Like the way he has a lot of varieties of his songs, that's what inspires me the most. Like if you want any kind of his song, you can play any kind of. It's not like it's just all party and no other. Like it has a variety of songs. Like, if you also check my type of music, I sang one song that I put on Audio Mark only. It's called Little Boy. It's just a short inspiration about my life, and it's a calm, cool song. But I actually did that Amaka and Afrobeat that is actually a normal vibing song. So I like to try out varieties of music and not be just stagnant on one place, because it takes you anywhere.
It makes you more
So
creative.
is it just Burna Boy you want to work with, or is you have another person? But maybe internationally, you can also add that.
Internationally, I have Young Thug. I love Young. You do know Young Thug?
Yeah.
Well, you know Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug. I know is kind of, but I've been listening to his song since I don't know, years back, more than 6-7 years ago. Yeah. Drake.
Drake.
Yeah. I think
for the rappers.
Yes.
So do you prefer rap to music, to singing?
No, I don't. No.
But
No preference. Yeah, because Drake. If you observe, Drake is a rapper and a singer too.
Yes,
so I think the first, in midst of my brothers, the first time I actually said a couple stuff on a beat was actually Drake's beat. Drake and Rick Ross. So my brothers are like, hey, all kind of stuff. Yeah, so
that's nice.
From that moment till now, so I'm still inspired by Drake very much.
Before you go, you probably want to sing for us, beat or rap, any freestyle?
Yeah, do you have a beat that I can?
Anyone, you can vibe to anyone.
You don't have a beat yet, but you can just do anything, whether a line of your song or a phrase.
Okay, a line from my song. Okay, I like the song Don't You particularly. I don't know, anybody out there can actually check for my music. You can search it anywhere, be it YouTube, Spotify,
the song you're talking about now, can you just drop 1 or 2 lines off it? It was titled Don't You. Don't you wish your nigga heart wasn't cold? Fuck it, I put my sweater on lately. I've been torn up by the fake.
I'm real, so I can relate. Gave love, but all I got was hate. Don't put it up for debate. Just realize, can't forget that date that you pushed me off your motherfucking gate.
Okay. We need to watch the language. It's been recurring, but we need to watch the language. But that was nice. I got few tips from that relating to how you're expressing yourself, and you just want people to judge you for who you are and your abilities, which is quite credible. We wish you the best, and we're optimistic here that the sky, as they say, is just the starting point.
Thanks
so for your time on the show.
AUSTIN4EVER. Yeah, thank you too. You look great.
Thank you. We'll go on a break now. That was AUSTIN4EVER sharing his experience with us when it comes to music. We'll go on a break. When we return, it will be another celebrity here with us. Please to stay with us.